What it do? What it do? Though? It's your favorite. It's your favorite. Kelly Ortiz, aka the Loke. Anyways, the topic today I want to talk about the machine and the reason why my peoples, my peoples, always added with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because when it goes back to machine of being in the machine facility, place, business, because it was a business. It wasn't a race thing. It was a business for you book for dummies. And I don't know how to pick up a book. You want to hide something from it, put it in the book. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about the, slavery. But I'm gonna use a different term. I'm gonna call it the machine because it was machine. And the reason why I call it machine because it was like poverty. Because where they come from, I call it the old country. The old country is the old country. And I'm gonna say this the new country because remember they thought that it was like, wow, you a drop. But you didn't drop. You know what I'm saying? It's just they didn't know no better, but people being exploring way before them. But that's another topic. Columbus. But anyways, back to the machine. So, when they came to this world of I ain't gonna say world, when they came to this other piece of land that you won't fall, that means somebody else fell under the machine's power. And it was just business. Like it was like the way of life. And once it's the same thing how my people feel. It's like when you start getting money, you start living a different lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you become, oh yeah, I'm better than them and, whatever, because I work hard to get here or whatever the case. But that also become a problem. It's because when you go back to the machine and that place of business that these people lived in and the people that was in the household, they was, he was watching the way they was living. You know what I'm saying? Because, his mammy or grandmammy was cooking the food and giving them all this good food. And then when it's time for him to eat, he was going out in the back of the back and eating the leftovers, and they made it to gourmet. You know what I'm saying? We eat good. We season, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like a violent winner. You know what I'm saying? But living there, and so when it was time for the machine to be devoured, and it was over for the machine, that same mentality seeks over to him. So he wanted his family, because each one teach one, or teach one, each one, whatever. New York, because in Cali we cherry pick. You know what I'm saying? But he learned from them the way they live, and when he got on his own and it was over for the machine, he tried to keep that same lifestyle because that's all he's seen. That's all you know. We're a creature to habits. If you be around evil people, you become evil. If you be around broke people, you become broke. So that's just a mentality thing. It's mental, but it just, self-esteem. Self-esteem. Remember that. A lot of people have low self-esteem. And that's why it become emotional. Then you become jealous and then envy. And then that's when they all come together. There's hate, but it's sad. But this is the truth. So back to the machinery. So when the machine was over, but guess what? The machine was still not over. They just learned how to do it, but they wasn't getting the money like they used because it was free labor of a business, but they turned it to a bigger business, capitalized. So as our people, we still learning because when you let them off in the jungle, they don't know where to go. It's the truth. You become what? When you start to get a little something, he said, okay, you get a little piece of this, you get a little piece of that. They become selfish because it was people that wasn't giving nothing. Come on, y'all know how it is. That's what they do in Africa right now today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why the wars are so, because of that. You give, Willie Lynch. True book. People should read it. It's the truth. 100,000 years. And that's what you see today. It's self-hate at its highest. But it's based on emotions because a lot of people are emotional and they really care what other people think about them. You know why? Because they have identity crisis. They don't know who they are. And that's the facts. And other races be looking at us like, what's wrong with these? Because it's self-hate. So we'll never get along. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry why black people. No, we'll never get along because we still live the mentality of African people. The tribe, see, the tribe always separated because it's like when you speak, it's like you talking in a different language. Like if I'm telling a young dude, like, yeah, my boy, this is how we get money, da 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 da. It don't register is because I never grew up with him. We're not from the same soil. We're from different backgrounds. It don't matter if you're from the east, west, but we don't come from the same cloth. So he gonna look at me like I just said, yeah, I just left your mama last night. You know what I'm saying? So it's like want. So you gotta know how to use stuff for people to relate. So when I talk to people, I know 90% people don't understand what I'm saying. So I use movie quotes. And people say, oh, don't use movie quotes. That's the only way I can get to you. That's like me knowing 8 different languages. And why would I speak this to the end? When I know damn well you don't understand what I'm saying, but you want me to keep saying it because it sounds good. Hold up. People do stuff because it sounds good. Damn. It's like if I met 20 people, right? But I really met one. But 19 people act just like that. One person. Identity crisis. And that's just what it is. So, you got to understand, it's not your world. It's everybody's world. Now, it might look like I'm bouncing from different topics and whatever. That's just how I talk. You feel me? Because eyes don't give a fuck. And that's just life. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that's just what it is. That's why I just always just maneuver around. Like, you know, when you're in traffic, you got to get through there. Because if you don't, you're going to be stuck. Like, it's hot as a bit. AC don't work. Shit. But anywho. But yeah, that's what's wrong with our people. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to that machine, you know, in that place of business. And the mentality is like, you know, everybody want to be better than the other person, but it's not, they don't want to teach nobody. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool though. You don't have to, you know, teach your loved ones, your family, your inner circle, you know, the people that you deal with, because you don't have to be real with everybody. And that's the thing, because, you know, sometimes people try to glorify a lot of things and it don't make sense. And I'll be like, bro, you just doing talking. Actions speak louder than words. You know what I'm saying? And then some people, you know, but majority respect more war is because the negativity is what people based on. It's because if you's a nobody that knows nobody, if they hide you, they don't know your ass, they knows nobody. Always want to be the person that always got something to prove. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I got to, yeah. And then turn around and say, and they contradict themselves a lot, say, oh, I don't care. I don't give because you prideful, but you emotional as hell, but you keep talking about, it's called dwelling. Stop dwelling on something that you can't control. You feel me? Number one, if you can't control your kids, something wrong with you. You dig? That goes back to what? That place of business again. You know what I'm saying? Separate the from the and you come with the and give them more of a and then go rub it in his and he be like, I hate that. I kill that. Generations, man. So respect the machine because it was just business. It was never personal. It was business. That's why I say, no, they not racist. They prejudiced. But the machine was just the machine. They was on the board. That just was the money. That was the gold. Make your money. People doing it today with drugs. Controlling people like Slater Dave. You know what I'm saying? Slater Dave. Doing the same thing with drugs. So knock it off. I keep them stolies for people of my kind. Why? Because my kind gonna try to get me before the other kind. Like the same colors of my walls up there. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the truth. Respect it. But it's just business, never personal. You feel me? But anyways, I'm outro. Mr. Ortiz, aka the Low. Yeah, West East Sider, Rider, uno ocho nueve, Mono Park Compton Grip Ganger in your facer like bacon.